Today, I'll be grading a Pokemon card potentially worth over $50,000 with this, a Blacklight, because we are gonna be predicting the grades on said Pokemon cards with another Guess That Grade. What is up, Heart Squad, and welcome back to another Guess That Grade, where you and I together will be predicting the grades of literally some of the rarest Pokemon cards, and in the same video get the results to find out just if we were right or if we were wrong. And to be completely frank, we're always wrong. It's very difficult to guess that grade because there are 4 different categories, at least in Beckett's case, which is where we'll be going to, Beckett Grading Services, but they also look at it at CGC and various other places like Professional Sports Authenticators or PSA. But there are 4 categories: surface, corners, edges, and of course, the dreaded centering that we will be looking at in the following cards. And the following cards are doozies. They are something called Gold Star Pokemon cards. I recently came across the following master sets of Dragon Frontiers, Holland Phantoms, which is not getting in focus for some complete reason. And last but not least, it wouldn't be a Gold Star video without this. A complete set of EX Deoxys cards. These are the same boxes that I introduced in a video. Well, not these exact 3 ones. These are ones that I recently just purchased from another former Wizards of the Coast employee / Pokemon Company employee, primarily just Pokemon Company because that's when these were from. But this is a master set of a set called EX Deoxys. I want to quickly just show you if I can get some of these out. I cannot get some of these out, but you were saying as I completely ruined the... No, they're fine. Some of the cards from the set, I mean, it's literally, these are just the ultra rares from it. Of course, there's those lovely gold stars from it. Dragon Frontiers, which just, I'm not even going to try at this point again. But actually, I should be able to. I want to show you how beautiful these cards are. Yes, because I'm probably not going to get these graded just yet. These are the original ultra rare cards. Look at that, Rayquaza, EX, Latios, and Latias cards. This is every single card in this beautiful Dragonite. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So imagine every card, even the reverses and everything, are in these boxes that were given out right from the printing press to the employees of Pokemon Company. And I got these recently. Wanted to check out the gold stars in these sets, and that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. There's a Mew holographic kind of peering over to say hello, and Crawdaunt, and there's some awesome other cards in those. So that's where these following cards are from, but today's an extra special Guess That Grade because I have this. Let's see if it works. This is a Blacklight, and so this light will be what we will be using to see any whitening on the edges, on the surface of a card. This will show it, and that's why I'm excited to use something like this in hopes of maybe getting a more exact grade. So if you're excited for today's Guess That Grade and you love this series, please consider subscribing to the channel, join the Heart Squad, join this amazing community. And as always, please leave a like on this video. It really does help out a lot. All right, from a set called EX Holland Phantoms, originally coming out in 2006, step on up. The first card of the day is a lovely Gangsta Pikachu. Look at that, one of my favorite Gold Star Pokemon cards of all time. And here he is. Let's begin by taking a look at the first category, centering. Centering on this guy looks absolutely perfecto. I'd give it, I would give it a 10, but we'll just say 9.5. 10s are difficult. Taking a look at the back just to check centering again here. It's about the same. Let's just go ahead, centering, give it a 9.5. Now. Let's see if there are any scratches or print lines, which would usually be straight or vertical, not diagonal. I've never seen diagonal ones on a card. So taking a closer look, I don't see any print lines, so that's very nice. And otherwise, take a look at the surface to see if you see any dings, scratches, bends. I don't see nothing. So we'll just give that a 9.5. Now, the black light. Let's see how this works on camera. I'm just gonna go like this. Ooh, it's a disco rave, disco disco. So, basically just look for whitening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see nothing on that corner. This corner, wait, this should be in focus. Wait, no, don't focus on the back. Wait, get in focus, and then there we go. So, all right. This is a test and work in progress. So, I don't see any whitening on that corner, and then last but not least, this corner, or second to last, nothing. Look at that! Oh my gosh! I mean, this is good! Disco Disco Pikachu. I don't see nothing on this thing. Maybe the edges? I don't know if they would use that against it. You can kind of see the edges on the left side are glowing a little. But, I mean, I've seen that before on cards, and I don't think that'll be much of a factor on that. Oh my gosh. My prediction for Pikachu Gold Star is a solid Beckett or BGS 9.5. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about all of them, and especially this one. Step on down. Mewtwo Gold Star, where the circumstances of one's birth doesn't matter. That's the exact quote. Don't quote me on that though. All right, centering wise, I would say about a 9.5 for centering. I don't think it would get a 9. Let's check the back centering. And about that, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. All right. Print lines wise, this one's way more difficult to tell because it's a darker background on Mewtwo. But just so you can see, you can zoom in on the video. I don't see nothing. All right, let's bring it back. Black light. Alrighty then. So the edges look pretty nice on this one. Oh my gosh, wait, what is this? Oh gosh. All right. This is the sleeve. You know, there's dust and stuff. I was able to wipe that off. So front looks very nice. Now the almighty telling of the back. All right, little whitening at the top left up there on the right. Whitening on the top right. Oh, I love this. And it's gonna be like this. Amazon, you owe me for how many of these are gonna be sold. Bottom right's fantastic, and there is some whitening on right here on the bottom left, unfortunately. All right, even with that, I am going to give this Mewtwo Gold Star a Beckett or a BGS 9.5. All right, now, absolutely one of my favorites. It is a Mew Gold Star from EX Dragon Frontiers, released in the year 2006. It's beautiful. Perfect centering. 9.5. Now, the cards have been warped just a little, but that's okay. That doesn't really factor in the grading because you can, flatten those out yourself, or, in general, they will. Take a look at the back. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself with the corners, but this one is just like the Mew that's shiny. So I don't see any print lines on my friend, Mr. Mew. Let's get out the black light. And this will also tell if there's any more print lines on it. Or any. I don't see any. Edges look mighty fine on all sides. And I'm just trying to be careful, so I apologize for how I'm handling it. But oh no, is that whitening on the top right? All right, so there may be whitening on the top right. Top left is perfection. Bottom left is perfection. Bottom right's perfection too! And then you can just go like this and see the backs of the card to see if there's any dings or anything, and it usually shows it, but there's not, thankfully. Oh my gosh. I don't want to say it, but maybe? I'll say it. My prediction. Let's be optimistic. A Beckett Pristine 10. Ha ha ha. Yes, for my friend Mew Gold Star. Not a black label. That's where you get 10s in all categories. I'm just gonna say a a Beckett 10. Putting this over here and moving on to one you're gonna like. Charizard Gold Star from EX Dragon Frontiers. Now this one, you will notice some stuff because I've already looked at this one. It unfortunately is not just off center. It was printed, and I don't even need a black light for this. Can you see the bottom? It's glistening. It glistens because it's just miscut from the factory, unfortunately. So centering wise, like 8.5, I would say 9. I mean, I've seen worse centering that have gotten 9s. So let's be optimistic with a 9 for centering wise. Let's take a black light, which I have not looked at this with. I don't see any print lines or anything such. Edges, minus the bottom one, which you can clearly see now, look fine. Whitening on this guy. Wow, look at that corner. Oh my gosh, it's like wearing like a white t-shirt to like a blacklight rave or something. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh gosh. No, I'm sorry. This is like one of the most expensive and valuable ones too. It's not one of my favorite though, just because of the front. It's just weird looking, but it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's like weird in a bad way. It's like Austin weird. It's cool. So, Charizard Gold Star, Beckett BGS 8. May even get worse, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, there we go. Charizard Gold Star. And now it's time for a set called EX Deoxys, released in, I believe it's 2005. Yep, 2005. Starting off with Latios Gold Star. Centering is 9.5-ish. I would say about the same for the back. Let's now bust out the old blacklight. We'll have to give a nickname for this guy, so perhaps y'all can if you'd like. Edges look fine up there. Oh, maybe a little bit edge wear. There's some shine on the bottom left. Hope maybe you can see that. And otherwise, no print lines, which has been fantastic to see on these. You would hope these would have been perfect coming out from the factory like this, but you know. Whitening at the top left. These were just from a former employee that's had these for decades, sitting there. So thankfully these are mostly in good condition. So wow, no whitening on this guy. Other than the top left, there's some whitening. All right, not bad. I'm gonna still be optimistic for this one, and I'll say a Beckett 9.5. I could see it come back as a 9, but I'll be Beckett. I'll be optimistic for this one. Latios Gold Star. Next up, it's another Latios Gold Star, also from EX Deoxys. Centering is actually probably about a 9, I would say, for this one, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely say a 9 for the centering. Lots of holofoil on this guy. So let's get the old black light up. And I don't see any print lines. As edges look fairly... there's some shine on the left side. There's some shine on the left side with the edges, unfortunately, so that may get dinged, but I've seen it before not get dinged, so maybe we'll get lucky. And then, of course, the almighty telling of the corners on the back. Some whitening at the top right, top left a little whitening. Whitening at the bottom. Stop! And actually, it's good on the right. Otherwise... Oh, is that something on the card up there? Oh no, is that on the E? Oh no! Look at the E right here. There's something on the E. What is it? I don't even know. All right, Beckett 8.5 for the Latios Gold Star. But now your wait will be rewarded with the King of Gold Stars, Rayquaza Gold Star from EX Deoxys. And centering looks perfect with a 9.5-ish, because you never know about 10s. Let's take a look at the back. Very important. I'm already seeing whitening on this guy, but not too much. Centering, I wouldn't be surprised if centering got a 9, but I'm going to still stick with that 9.5 because I really want it to be. Blacklight special. Let us see. Any print lines? No. Edges look mighty fine on this guy. Alrighty, then I like seeing that. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, right side. We are virtually perfect with the right corner. There's some whitening at the top left corner, unfortunately. And then down there, bottom right, maybe a speck of whitening. And last but not least, a speck of whitening on the bottom left. Otherwise, going across the surface, I don't see anything on this thing. So I don't think it's gonna get a Beckett 9.5. So I know you want me to be optimistic, so I'm gonna say a Beckett BGS 9. Let's be realistic with this one. But if it gets Beckett 9.5, we will absolutely celebrate. This is a very, very valuable card, very rare, and it's very cool looking. It's not my favorite one though, but still awesome. All right, my friends, let us go to Beckett.
A few moments later.
And we are back with the second half of this Guess That grade. Inside lies 7 Gold Star Pokemon cards, including the rarest Gold Star, a Rayquaza Gold Star from EX Deoxys. And as you saw in the first half of the video, we made predictions, and we used a special device called a blacklight, which I will also be using for this second half, just to see if the grades were approximately what we thought. So, as I said before, we went to Beckett, and as such, let us begin by randomly grabbing the first card. And it is, it's a doozy. It's the Mew Gold Star from EX Dragon Frontiers, probably the card I thought was in the best condition out of all of them. Now, my prediction, I believe, was a solid Beckett 9.5. However, if it for some reason, and we are surprised, it comes back a not black label, but a Beckett Pristine 10, which means you get 10s in 3 out of the 4 categories, it will be the only one in the entire world. I don't think it's gonna get that. I do think it's gonna get a very nice 9.5, and of course, the differences in prices between a 9.5 and, in a 9 and an 8.5. I believe a 9.5, we'll put the price on screen, how much a 9.5 is worth, but there's no such thing as a Beckett 10, so who knows how much that one would be worth. But without further ado, a Beckett 9.5. Let's take a look-see at how, solid of a 9.5 this is. Hopefully that's, I've never done a Guess That grade with the new cameras, so I'm really hoping this is in more. So 9.5s for centering, 9.5s all around except the corners. So let's take a quick look-see at the back, which is usually it. Blacklight is on, and there is a small speck, like white speck at the top right. Top left looks good, bottom left looks good, and the bottom right looks good. So wait, and maybe the corners were like cut in a certain way, or maybe the front. Let's check the front. Good there, good there. I would say, not that this matters, but I really do think that this 9.5 of, could bump that up the corners to a 9.5, but it wouldn't change the overall grade. It's a very, very strong Beckett 9.5. It would just be a true Super Saiyan 9.5 with 9.5s all around. So, price will be on screen. Population report, where how many of these are out there in the wild. Probably not that many, especially at 9.5. You get the golden Beckett label, which looks beautiful. So there's the Mew. Let us continue. I'm looking at the screen, so it's like I don't show y'all and I don't show myself ahead of time. So it's the Mewtwo Gold Star. I think my prediction was a Beckett 9.5, it may be a little iffy 9.5, but that being said, prices are on screen for the approximate values, just to show you what grade and correlation with the price. So let's see. A 9! And it's 0.5 away from becoming a 9.5. Would you look at that? So corners got a 9, edges got a 9. Just needed one of those to come back a 9.5. Wow. I mean, centering, I would even say, is not the best. I don't think centering's a 9.5, I would say. Well, maybe on the back. So it's saying the corners. So let's see. A little bit of whitening in the top right, top left, yeah, okay. Corners, I would give a 9. So how about those edges? Anything on the edges? The front looks fine edge-wise. This does tell the whitening on all types of areas. So again, edges would be the 0.5 decimal point that, you know, if we regraded it and wanted to try to get it to a 9.5. However, I don't think I'm going to do that for this specific one. It is a beautiful one, goes with the Mew one, but, you know, just 0.5 off from a 9.5. Not bad at all. All right, I believe we have 5 more to go of the Gold Star Extravaganza. Here's the big boy, which unfortunately, it's the Charizard Gold Star from EX Dragon Frontiers. One of the absolute best Gold Stars, no surprise, it's Charizard. Unfortunately for this one, as you can see at the bottom, there's a bit whitening, and it was just miscut straight from the factory. So I think my prediction was like hopefully a Beckett 8. It's a Beckett 8, surprise! So it's a Beckett 8. Also looks like it is 0.5 away from getting an 8.5, which means we, instead of this paper label, which I don't like, it would have been a metal one. Which I'll take this. This is still a very, very strong score, especially for what you can see at the bottom. At the bottom, the shine down here. It's just, it's like kind of like, maybe people will love this. It's like a little air card, because there's holofoil at the bottom. Shiny part, which is not supposed to be there. But you can see the corner, there's a lot of whitening at the corner up there, down here. And corner's got an 8.5, which is, that's just how it is. That's fine. Surface got an 8. I'm guessing that just has to do with down here. I'm not really sure. Wouldn't that be kind of edges? So I don't really know how they would grade that approximately, but Charizard Gold Star, even at an 8, is worth a decent amount. All of these are, for, them being in like-new condition. What do we got here? The Pikachu! I predicted a Beckett 9.5 Pikachu, so let's see what we can do on this one. A 9 again! We are 0.5 away, just like the Mewtwo, at getting a 9.5. Oh my gosh, so corner's got a 9 and surface got a 9. Whenever I see surface with a 9, I'm always just like, what exactly, like where is, the fault in the surface? Corners wise, right side, maybe a speck of whitening, very small. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing, maybe a very minuscule speck there. I've seen 9.5s on worse. So, potentially 9.5 for the corners can bump that up. Otherwise, surface, which I guess something's wrong with the surface, to bring it down to a 9. Otherwise, the centering and edges are fantastic at 9.5s, yeah. So, I'll take it. It's not a 9.5, but, it's very, very close. Like, as close subjective opinion as you can get. All right, next up we have... Oh, it's the big one already. Okay. The Rayquaza Gold Star. My prediction was a Beckett 9. Value is around 7,000. If it's a 9.5, of course, you gotta look at the subcategories to get the true value. Probably around 10,000 at a 9.5, maybe more, depending on the subgrades. 8.5, I think it was just like around $5,000, so a couple $1,000 difference for the big honcho over here. Let's see. A 9! I was worried about this one, but look at that. It has a 9. Centering got a 9. Edges got a 9.5. Corners got an 8.5. And surface got a 9. So the corners, what's going on with you over here? So a little whitening there, good there, a little whitening down there, and a little whitening down there. For corners, I can see the corners also being a 9, but 8.5, fine. Surface-wise, I'm not really sure what is up exactly with the surface of this card. I don't really see anything crazy. Or anything for that matter, so I'm a little always iffy on the surface. Maybe can bump that up, but I don't know if that would bump that up. It's not going to bump that up to the 9.5. Centering-wise, I really feel like this is a better centering than... Here's a 9.5 for this one. And... I feel like centering is, I don't know. Maybe it was another one, but I feel like the centering could potentially be bumped up on this one. But, I'm still going to take a 9. Very, very great grade for the rarest and most valuable Gold Star. A Rayquaza Gold Star from EX Deoxys. Don't go nowhere. We got Latios and Latias coming up. Very, very popular ones, including this one, Latios. I think my prediction was a Beckett 9, I believe. So, Let's see. Back at 9. You know what? I was probably trying to be optimistic for this one and said a 9.5, so I probably got it wrong. Surface got an 8.5. Centering got a 9, and corners got a 9 as well. I'm kind of just looking at surface right now. The Latius is the one that had the little dot on the E, which you will see. Corners wise, nothing. Whitening at the top left, nothing and nothing. And corners got a 9. Maybe the front corners? No, there's a little shiny part down here in the bottom left. If you take a closer look, it's kind of shiny down there. That probably would go for the edges, which got a 9.5. Somehow the surface got an 8.5. I just don't know what, but there we go. So overall, not bad. It's the 9 show today. Last but not least, a Latius. Before I showcase the Latius, if you can, please remember to leave a like and comment your favorite Gold Star card that you saw in today's video in the comment section below. This one, I think I said an 8.5 for the Latius. So let's see. It's an 8.5. How about that? Centering got a 9.5. Corners got a 9. Surface got a 7.5, which I'll show you why. Edges got a 9. So this centering got a 9.5. Look at that, though. That's terrible set. Like, I mean, it's not terrible centering. Look at that. How much more blues on this right side compared to, like, right here. Look how much more blues down there to that side. And then when we're looking at a centering of the Rayquaza, which got a 9, I mean, it's about the same. So, in this one got a 9.5. So it's like, why can't this one get a 9.5? I mean, very subjective, obviously. Corners got a 9, but what the surface is what I'm talking about here. There's a white dot on the E. That's, you know, a big factor. Corners, there's whitening up there, little whitening up there. Very minuscule down there, nothing down there on the right. And corners got a 9, you know, not bad. It's just the surface, which, I mean, I guess that white dot really made a big difference to giving it a 7.5. And then the edges got that 9. Overall, still keeps the metal label, which is nice for the Latius. All right, that is it, my friends. In the meantime, you want more? Click on those videos right now. My name is Leonhart. Stay awesome, stay positive, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.